What's up? Sometimes, guys, you know that this is a channel that's very jovial overall, but sometimes you know that I put out a video that seems to annoy you, and this is a video that's going to annoy you. I'm going to tell you that from the outset. Because here I have a post from News Talk FM. Incredible stuff that's been said here. So Varadkar can't help himself but go on to his favourite station, and the favourite station of politicians to go on and talk absolute nonsense. This is a channel, by the way, and it's on here on YouTube, that regularly has comments closed or has very little comments, very little likes, but seems to be growing in subscribers all of the time, even though their view count a lot of the time is quite low. I find that to be very unusual, that and very strange. But they seem to be talking to politicians quite frequently, and these politicians, they never reach out to me and say, "Hey, Ninja Knight, come on to your show and we'll have a chat," because guess what? I think it's because you're not going to get questions that you know beforehand, guys. Sure, it's not. And you're going to get questions that are difficult, not in places like this here where you know what the questions are going to be beforehand, allegedly, speculatively. But you've got a media that's totally and utterly playing charades with these people, in my humble opinion. And of course, when you're looking at these things, you see the silly things that they say, and that's what I like to focus in on. And they did the work for me. They decided to go, that's how he goes. Anything he says, what colour socks do you have on, Leo? Because that was the type of thing that the media wanted to talk about. I have different coloured socks on today because I just couldn't choose my favourite pair of socks. Like, stop, will you? Guess what, guys? We've a very big threat now in the far right. And even though I was under criminal investigation, I'm now sitting on the backbench and everyone seems to have forgotten about me. Oh, remember the whole COVID thing? Oh, do you remember that when I moved up to Farm Lee? Everyone seems to have forgotten about that. They also seem to have forgotten about me being in the forum of economics, and that's including the world. Everyone forgets about that. This is a guy that shouldn't be in politics. And again, this is a fella that is telling people now at this stage of the game that he's not going to be seeking re-election. Weird. It seems very strange to me that these people are all jumping ship now. They're like rats on a sinking ship. I think we're heading into very dark times here, lads. Like, this is it. You have to understand, when you're left with Simon Harris as their best choice, 15 counts it took to him get elected, and he is an absolute gomey. And this guy, he's another one, but he jumped ship quicker. But the fact that News Talk put this out and thought the likes of me wouldn't notice this is incredible, because I notice everything when it comes to these people and what they say. So he goes, that's not how the world works now. What do you mean by that comment, and especially with what follows that up? News Talk right, Leo Varadkar has said that it's an illusion to think the state has the power to drastically cut immigration. I'm just going to read that once more for you. That's not how the world works now. Leo Varadkar has said it's an illusion to think the state has the power to drastically cut immigration. Guys, he's just given us the win on a silver platter here. This is how stupid the media and these people are, these cronies. They've literally told us what we've been saying for years. They've confirmed it. I said, I think we live in incredible times when the former leader of the country, and I find that hard to believe, openly admits that Ireland is being controlled by foreign entities. Because that's what you were telling me when you said that the state has not got the power to drastically cut immigration. Why are we're not even a country then. You know what I mean? Like, what's the function of the state? To protect its citizens. You look at what Poland is doing. Poland are like, cross the line and you're going out. And you're going for a permanent nap, is what they're saying. Here he's telling you, no, we can't do anything about that. There's literally a Polish politician that is telling people, you come across that line, clipped. Like, this is how the world is working. You know what I mean? That's how a functioning country works. That's how a country with a border works. That's how an actual country works. Like, we're a banana republic here. We're not even a country. So, confirming what we've been saying all along, we have a government to give the illusion of democracy, because I used this word and I used it against them, their illusion. Because what we have is, and this is what this just confirms to me, we have very high paid administrators here in this country. And that's why you see nobody really in the Dáil rocking the boat. Like, that's why you've seen a complete and utter capitulation of Sinn Féin. And people will wonder why people get aggressive and why they're turning against Sinn Féin. It's because Sinn Féin hold an awful lot, and the majority of the same talking points that Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil do, they've all fallen in line with them. They're not stopping any of this. They're calling you a racist and an istophobe and a xenophobe and everything like that. These people have been caught. People that would be running around singing Wolf Town songs are running around telling you now you're an istophobe for noticing that the country is going to pot and that you're being replaced. And this is part and parcel of it, the immigration stuff, whether it be legal or illegal. Legal immigration is just as big a problem as illegal immigration, let me tell you. The amount of people that are coming here and are coming in hordes is unbelievable. So I find it absolutely stunning that they've said this on a public platform, but I also don't, because when they say things on public platforms, a lot of people are talking about how and what these people actually support and follow. And what they are doing is they are openly telling you their plan. Because what are you going to do about it, is the attitude. What are you going to do about it? This is where they stand. So we've got a big problem on our hands, boys, because you've got someone openly telling you that the state is basically not fit for purpose. You've got troops belonging to us that are crossing the likes of Lebanon, protecting things over there. What are they doing there for? Why are barracks in our country being given up and housing foreigners that are coming into our country? And have you noticed that an awful lot of these people that are coming into this place are hanging around very important strategic locations in this country? And a lot of them seem to be dudes. A lot of them seem to be young dudes. I don't know about you, but the tinfoil hat wearing individuals like myself haven't been wrong when it comes to things so far. And when I see things like this, where you are openly telling me that there's going to be more of this, and not only is there going to be more of it, but you're telling us that the state's totally going to take a step back from it, you've got a big problem on your hands there. This is why, and look, people, I know what people feel and what people are thinking when it comes to elections. I get you, I hear you on that, but to me, I think a lot of these people are stepping away from politics because they understand what's going to come down the road. And what's going to come down the road is, you've got people like Derek Bloig, 25,000 votes he got in the last election. Insane numbers. If that's replicated around the country, you're going to get people into positions there that these people don't want to be there. And that's going to rock the boat and cause problems. You've got Gavin Pepper that's doing a good job doing what he's doing. You've got Maliki Steenson that's doing a good job. You've got Patrick Quinlan that's also doing a good job and doing what they're doing. Okay? But they're individuals. And that's a fantastic job and they're doing their hardest at those. But you need more and more people to be filtered into these places to show what's going on and talk about what's happening from the inside out. Because up until now, we haven't heard much. But now the boat's starting to get rocked. But this is a stunning admission as far as I'm concerned. And the fact that they have said it, I don't believe that Leo Varadkar is the most intelligent man in the world. I really don't. And an awful lot of these politicians aren't. A lot of them are very good con men and con women and are good at spouting lies. But this to me was a massive statement. And News Talk, I think, have thrown an absolute wobbler here with this. They didn't expect this to be picked up. They didn't expect me to see this, and they didn't expect you to see this, and they didn't expect people to pick her up and say, hang on here for a sec. Imagine that, guys. Imagine that we have had people that have fought and sacrificed their lives for hundreds of years in this country to take out a British oppressor from our country to only be replaced by another foreign entity, a faceless one that you don't even know where it is or what it's doing. And it's telling you what to do. We know the EU are a big part of that. We need to get out of that because they're telling us what to do and how to do it. And these people here are happy to be nodding dogs because it all comes down to money. That's what it's all about. This guy ain't going to be living in the same community as you are. He's not going to be looking at tents outside his house. He's not going to be looking at apartments being built opposite him and causing chaos in those places. None of these people in politics are. So that's where it's at right now. These people are filling their pockets and they're happy to move on once the job is done and part of the plan is taking its shape. And that's part of the plan. Crazy to think that. Housing crisis, homeless crisis, health crisis, school crisis. Every sort of crisis that you could have being manufactured right now, and these people are like, we're going to keep letting more people in. Stop the lights. And to be honest, what are the Gardaí doing? Like, what are you doing? What are the defence forces doing? When this stuff has been openly stated online and out there, like, what are you doing? Are you not supposed to uphold the Constitution in your oath? A lot of people are asking that. How can you have treasonous, traitorous politicians running around selling the country out from underneath their own feet and yet nothing being done? Madness. Absolute madness. But that's just the thoughts of me. I'm sure it's the thoughts of an awful lot of people out there. And if you think the same way and if you have an agreement with that, make sure you like this video. Make sure you drop a comment down below and let me know what you think, because I'm always keen to know what you think. Make sure you share and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you later. Good luck.